What's going on, y'all? It's Josh from Team Super Shoe, and welcome back to another episode of the Shoe Show. This is the time of the month where we get to meet the member of the month, and today we're hanging out with longtime Team Super Shoe member Keith LaSalle. Keith, how are you, man?
I'm doing wonderful, thanks. And hey, everybody out there listening and watching. I got to say, you and Mike have done a great job with this show. It is phenomenal, and
Dude, I
I'm just
appreciate it.
honored to be here.
Cool, man. Yeah, it's good to talk to you, and we have been friends on Facebook, and we've chatted quite a bit, so I already know quite a bit about you. But just wanted to get everybody else to see who you are. So, where you're from, and what do you do?
All right, currently in Jasper, Georgia, originally from New Fairfield, Connecticut, which is right outside of a little town called Danbury, where my motorsports, I guess, career and love started. At the Danbury Race Arena. Currently doing on-track safety for a company called Motorsports Emergency Services. We do at Road Atlanta for the IMSA side and a lot of the SCCA, and of course Atlanta Motor Speedway. I'm also just got my instructor for the EMS side for it. So if anybody's wanting to be like on a safety team and they're firefighters that are part of this group, get with your local track and go have fun. I mean, I'm living the dream.
Yeah. So, what exactly is your job? Like, take us through your day out at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Well, during the NASCAR races, I'm a paramedic, so I ride the med unit, or occasionally I do the med cart. But what we do is we sit there and we provide the on-track safety. Our company is not part of the AMR safety team, but we work alongside with them. So we, respond and basically, do anything we would do on the street. Luckily, lately, how the cars have been now, it's just, we just give them basically an Uber to the garage area. Some of them don't like it, they're rather fight, but how it goes.
I got you. Any cool stories from out doing that job?
Well, there's a picture I sent you. Matter of fact, it's from the March race. First time doing pit road on the cart. And that's when Josh Williams decided to park it on the front straightaway. And of course, the tower calls us down, hey, go intercept them. And I didn't realize there was going to be a media frenzy, and so we walked in, but of course we had to try to get him to go with the official. He didn't want to go. Mario Goslin didn't want him to go. But it was fun. I mean, it's we've had some good times down there. I mean, luckily, like I said, lately it's just been we go down and watch the races for free and have a front row seat.
Right. Well, that's awesome. And how long have you done that?
This is my, let's see, 98. So what, 25 years now? Because when I started down there, it was the 50th anniversary of NASCAR. Now we're in the 75th anniversary. So this is like my 25 years of doing awesome NASCARs.
That's cool. So see your collection of LaJoie merchandise out there, and obviously you have that '07 shirt. So
yes.
You've been a fan for quite a long time.
Yes, that's actually the late model shirt. When he was running late models, the original Stack of Pennies. Matter of fact, that's when I first met Leanne. I seen one of her son's friends were at a little go-kart track that our company used to cover. And I seen him walking around and I was like, there's no way. Sorry about that. Let me turn this off. I seen the shirt and I'm like, there's no way there's another Corey LaJoie fan up here. And that's when he said, oh yeah, my best friend's mom does his PR. And that's where I met Leanne, was over there. And then one of the other original shirts is, that I want you to root for Shoe. And then of course, repping Granddad and the track that started it all at Danbury.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome.
I figured
you have become friends with the family throughout the years, right?
Yes. Yeah. I first met Corey, Randy too. Corey's dad, but I guess back in mid 70s. My dad worked at a body shop. He was a fabricator, painter, and all that. And one of Don's cars were down there. And that's how he met Don. and they brought me down to the junkyard. And there's a couple of guys that are fans that are from Norwalk and up in that area all know about the green curtain. You walked into the scrap yard. To the left was a green curtain. Nobody went behind it because that's where all the magic happened. And they pulled me back there, got to sit in the car, got to meet Don, and fell in love with racing and never missed a race from 75 to 81 until unfortunately it closed. And then when Randy started in 80, I just decided to go on the other side of the wall, work on his car, worked with him a little bit during his Bush North years. And then when he moved south, I stayed up there and then came down here. But I've been knowing the family since, I guess, third grade. So I was like 9. Yeah. So
that's cool. And you said you worked on Randy's car. What did you do there?
Not much. Little, starting off like everything else, pushing a broom. Like that's the big story. But same thing I'd do on Don's cars, paint the headers, paint the bumpers, paint the rims. And that's where I got to kind of learn about how, racing and all that stuff was. And there's, a couple of the engine guys would be like, hey, you need to, you want to help me set valves. And, so it was really not a lot really involved with setting up the car, but just being around it and seeing it. And it's, but then helping change tires and, and stuff like that when he went, I guess what's now the wheel and modified tour, I guess, is what it is now when running SKs and.
Nice. Well, man, that sounds, you have a lot of really cool stories. So you, are you done working for the year? You still have some tracks to go?
Oh, for NASCAR, I think I am. Unless they need help at Talladega coming up or Charlotte. Then I'll go up. But, I kind of try to stay around the home front for a little bit because each track has their own little separate crew, but NASCAR will put out like an email to everybody who's on the track services team saying, hey, we need this or we need that. And, but our big race for IMSA comes up in October for the Petit Le Mans. That's that whole sports car route where they turn right and all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, cool, man. Are you planning on attending any races this year just as a fan?
I'm hoping to. I'm hoping to go back up to Bristol. Love the Bristol night race. Haven't been in a while. Definitely want to go to Talladega. I think Sparks and Corey could definitely have a good super speedway package, and I'd love to see him, do his first win while I'm at a track. I was really hoping for Atlanta, but you know how that goes.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I'm sorry I missed a meetup with you guys. They had us busy Sunday morning.
Oh, that's all right, man. You're working, man. You don't need to apologize. So it's all right.
Still
cool, man. Well, Keith, man, I just wanted to bring you on. I thought that it'd be cool to get to know you a little bit, and I mean we've already chatted quite a bit, but for everybody else to hear, you have a pretty cool job, and you've gotten a lot of cool little experiences. Is there anything else you want to chat about before I sign off?
Just saying, I'm just living the dream. I mean, ever since a kid, being around race cars, I mean, who else could, ask for more? I mean, as, a normal fan for some of the stuff that I've got to do growing up, like sneaking into the pits for the 79 Race of Champions for the modifieds. When Don was running, we all were walking through the infield and their pit setup was like right behind this little chain link fence with some railroad ties. So me and this other kid, well, he's not a kid no more, he's my age, but Larry Whitney, who's probably a part of this page and group, jumped the railroad ties and we just sat on the truck in the pits. I mean, we thought we were, that's the big thing for like a 13-year-old. Here we are in the pits of the NASCAR modified race, because up north, a lot of it has to do with the mods and the pro stocks, and there's really not a lot of the cup deal, and but so that, it was a big thing. Got to meet my heroes like Jeff Bodine, Richie Evans, Steve Park before Park went, cup racing and all that. And it's been had, definitely had some experiences working, around the track. Got to meet some really cool people and
That's awesome.
fans like you guys. Yeah. Girls. Sorry. My dogs.
No, it's all right. It's all right. This is very laid back, man. No big deal to me. So, but cool, man. Well, Keith, I appreciate you coming on, and everybody watching. If you want to be a member of the month, all you got to do is hang out with us on Team Super Shoe on Facebook, and we'll become buddies and get you on here and chat away. But Keith, man, I appreciate you on the group on Facebook, and thanks for coming on the Shoe Show.
Hey, appreciate you having me.
All right, brother.
All right, man.
See you.
See you.